Hello everyone, welcome back once again to my YouTube class. I am Manjit Rawat, your online instructor. This is another session of VMware virtualization, and in this session I'm going to show you how you can use Active Directory domain user to access your ESXi with the help of web client. Guys, if we talk about our previous session, so in previous session we discussed about how to add our ESXi to domain controller, and we also discussed about the usage or benefit to join our domain controller with ESXi environment. So let's try to understand about, let's proceed the same activity and try to understand about the permissions and user access from Active Directory to ESXi host. So if we talk about previous session, so I think we discussed about the benefits, means why it is important, why we need to connect our domain controller to ESXi host. So as discussed, domain controller can help us in various way, like for example, this one is our domain controller that you install on server 2012 or 2016. And for example, this is our ESXi host, ESXi vSphere 7.0. And why we need to add, and what are the benefits to join our domain controller to ESXi. First benefit is a name resolution that we discussed in previous session. Means with the help of domain or with the help of Active Directory, you can resolve the name of your ESXi from IP to name and name to the IP. Second important part, manage the users and permissions. Third important, you can configure Ntp service. Ntp is related to the network time protocol that can help us to synchronize the timing between ESXi based virtual machine and our domain controller. Fourth, without domain controller, we are unable to install any kind of vCenter servers. So you can say that help to install vCenter server. So these all are the benefits that you get. These all are the features, or these all are the usage to manage our domain controller with ESXi. But now I'm just going to show you how you can manage users and permission. Means, for example, this is our domain controller that you install and created multiple user like with name of AWS or cloud. These all are Active Directory user that you configured in server 2016, and you want to log in. You want to use the same user to access your ESXi host. So I'm going to show you the procedure how you can do that. But before that, I just want to know, just wanted to define the setup that I created. This is our server 2016, and we install a domain controller with name of vm.local. Just give me 1 minute, guys. So guys, this is our domain controller where we install, this is our server 2016 where we install a domain with name of vm.local. And let me check, I think this is the panel where we can create our user, and by using the same user we will log in our ESXi host. See, the vm.local, which is a we successfully connected our ESXi host with domain controller. So I'm just going to create one user, the username, any username. I'm just going to proceed with cloud. Okay, so you should create a one user from Active Directory domain controller services, and we will use the same user to log in ESXi host. Fine. So now we created. Wait. You must need to change the password because do not involve username in your password. Fine. So we created one user with name of cloud, and I want to create one more user with name of AWS. Okay. Fine. Two different users we successfully created in our Active Directory, and now we will use same user to log in our ESXi, and we decide the permission, means which types of permission you want to provide to your Active Directory domains user. Back to the ESXi, access your ESXi with the help of GUI panel, and now this time need to click on host. Under the host, we are able to find action button. Click here, go to the permissions option, and in the permission panel, we are able to find three different users already available. You can say that these users are built in. So DCUI, as we know that the meaning of DCUI is direct connect, and direct connect user interface, a direct console user interface, root, which is help you to access your user with the help of GUI panel, and bpx user is a backend process, means it's a user which is perform the backend activity whenever you try to access your ESXi with vCenter server, then bpx user can help you. Direct console user interface, basically DCUI, where we use this particular console to configure manual IP address and or resetting the password. So if you want to manage the settings related to ESXi, we must need to log in our ESXi with the help of DCUI mode. So, but our agenda to connect our ESXi host domain controller users to this particular ESXi. So click add and provide the full domain AD users, you can say that, including with UPN. So I'm just going to verify the UPN name of our Active Directory user. Open users property, and this is cloud at vm.local, okay, or aws at the rate vm.local. So I'm just going to use the same username, aws at vm.local. Fine. And another option is related to the permissions. So which types of permission you want to provide to your AWS user. So a number of options are available. You want to make it trusted infrastructure administrator and cryptography administrator, no access, read only, or administrator. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to configure, I'm just going to provide the user policy for or permission for AWS user account only for the read, means read only permissions. Click add. Done. One AWS user is added successfully. Add another user that we created with name of cloud at vm.local, and I want to make it administrator. So means if you log in your ESXi with the help of cloud, so you are able to perform each and every task. So not an issue. I'm just going to add both users. We successfully added both user, cloud and AWS, and let's try to log in our ESXi host with the help of not root, because we log in through root account. So I'm just going to log out and try to log in with AWS. And as we know that AWS is a just a Active Directory user, and that have only read only permission. Now we are able to access with the help of AWS. Let's try to make some changes with our existing virtual machine. Like in our case, we have a two different VM, VCSS 7 and Windows 10. So I'm just going to open the property of Windows 10 operating system, Windows 10 virtual machine, which is available. And let's try to make some changes with our VM. So try to click on action, and here we are unable to find any option because you permitted your user only for the read only. Clear? So it means that your permission is working properly. I'm just going to log out and try to log in with the another user that we created with name of cloud. And as we know that cloud is a part of administrator, means you are able to perform each and every task. Fine. So let's try to check how many options are available whenever we log in our ESXi with the help of cloud user, and we know that cloud is a part of administrator. So I think we are able to perform every task, action, and we are able to find. See, this is we are able to manage the uh, VMware tool, snapshot, multiple tasks we are able to perform. So guys, this is all about the domain user and permission with ESXi host. I hope you all of you understand properly about the concept of domain host, Active Directory users and permissions. If you have any doubt or question, please let me know. You can drop a comment. And now this is enough for today, and we'll connect soon with another technology and another content of VMware virtualization. Take care, guys. Bye bye.